So, we're going to be spending 15 minutes, thank you, looking at these. And I'm going to be going around helping each group. Yep. Okay, so do you put your graphic organizer somewhere? There you go. All right. So guys, remember, we can talk to each other and practice what we're looking at and ask questions about what we're reading, okay? So, who do you have here? Who's writing this?
John Smith.
John Smith. And remember from last class, who's John Smith? Captain John Smith. You guys can use your notes on me too.
He over there spoke for a while and went to the shop. He went to invent and he totally went down.
Yeah, very good, Alexandra. Excellent. So he was a leader of Jamestown Colony beforehand, and he had to move to England because he was injured. Okay? So he's the author here. It gives you a little bit of a background as well that you can use to help yourself with this. You'll notice too in the bottom, we have a vocabulary box that's going to help you some vocabulary. So ladies and gentlemen, if you want to use your notes from the last class where we learned about some of these writers, you're going to notice these writers might seem pretty familiar to you. You can use some of your notes to help you with the authors section of this. It's perfectly okay, I encourage it. So, who's the author of this source right here? Okay, good. And what was this person trying to do? Why are they trying to write this? Yeah, he's trying to bring his family, and his wife and his children to New England. Excellent. Okay? So, if he's trying to convince his family members to do this, what do you think he's going to say in this document? Yeah, good stuff about New England. Exactly right. That's good. Yeah, very good. Okay, so we have the author. You write down the author there.
Not the American, that's the New World War.
Yep. And the purpose is what we just mentioned, why he's writing this, okay? It's the second section over there. So had not died. Okay? Everybody, I'm going to pass out some highlighters. So notice a lot of you don't have highlighters. So it's important when we're looking for evidence and we're highlighting things. I see a lot of people underlining, and that's great. But it might make it easier to see using highlighters in the groups. That's really what I highlight to see on the board. Go. So if you take that away, can you still understand the sentence? What does timber mean? Good. Excellent. So if you take it away, do you still understand the meaning of the sentence? Excellent. Yep. There's lots of wood covering land. Good. Yeah, Dave. Yep, so that would be the title right there. That's the primary document. Yep. So remember, when we're moving through this, before you answer these questions, we can highlight the author here is John. remember, there might be a lot of words you might not be familiar with here. If it's okay, I'll skip over those or try to use the context of the sentence to understand them. Okay? Now, ladies and gentlemen, remember, when you're looking at this is hundreds of years old. You're going to see some spelling errors, right? Okay? Some of these words might be unfamiliar to you. That's okay. A couple of things. There's a vocabulary bank at the bottom. And some of these words, you can either use the context of the sentence to understand them, or you can just skip over it, and you'll still understand the sentence pretty well. Okay? If you have any other questions, though, just ask me. Make sure we're looking for evidence here, right, Kevin? So we use our highlighter. So highlight different types of evidence that we see here. Within the document. Yep, I definitely can. That's a good question. So Un's asked to look at the example that I was using up here. And you can use this as a model if you need to. What kind of information I put down. It's a good idea to maybe read through the primary document first and start looking for evidence. We're looking at how is life like in this colony, okay? That's the type of stuff we're looking for here. Evidence for how life was like. Okay, does that help? Okay. So to begin here, why don't we look through this and highlight what kinds of foods they're eating, for example. Okay? Yeah, good. So it's called water porridge. Right? Think of broken down cereal that's boiled in water. It's good. And then later on, you're also going to look at some clothing. Okay. Yep. Excellent. Good. Yeah, how are you doing? Okay. And then we have to understand the next one is, why is he writing something like this? Cool. So the definition's down there, right? In vocabulary bank. So think to yourself, this person is an indentured servant. What do we say an indentured servant was? Exactly, yeah, you have to work for 7 years after you get paid your trip, okay? And what is this person asking for? What does the background tell you? Take a look right here. Who's he writing to?
His mom and dad.
Okay, he's writing to his mom and dad. Why is he writing to his mom and dad?
Maybe his life is not that good.
Okay, yeah, maybe his life is not very good. Okay, and what's he asking from them?
For food,
Mm-hmm.
their life.
Yeah, for food, maybe better life. Yeah, excellent, okay? And those are great answers, Anna. Where do you think that would fall here? What are we looking at? So you give me some good answers of why he's writing this document. So where will we find that here in this graphic organizer? Why he's writing it? What section is that? Yeah, it's the purpose, okay? Good. That's not quite enough. So now we're right now. Okay, so why is he writing this? What do you want to say? Yeah. Oh, good. He's basically saying, wow, I leave. Look what happens to this colony. Okay? Good.
Everything is abundant. And everything always abundant.
Good, Jared. What does abundant mean?
Very rich.
Yeah, there's a lot of it. Like, good, you guys are communicating really well. Excellent. Okay, and I see a lot of great evidence that you highlighted here too. Yeah, very good. You don't have to worry about your food. You don't have to worry about your land. Life is pretty comfortable. Okay? Perfect. And so that's going to be your main idea. And then you have all this evidence that you've highlighted to support that main idea. Good job, guys. That's good. Kevin, how are you doing? Great, yeah. I see a lot of great evidence highlighted. Perfect. Okay. Grain, corn. Excellent. Good, Kevin. Good. So, we don't know. So if you read a document, we don't really know. There's a lot of times when historians have to ask questions, who are they writing to? Sometimes we're uncertain, we're not sure. You have to make some educated guesses or make some inferences. Okay? So, who was John Winthrop? That's really important in understanding this document. We learned in the last class, right? Who's John Winthrop? Yeah, he's the leader of Massachusetts Bay Colony. Excellent. Okay. What kind of colony is he trying to create, Mina?
Church free.
Okay. What do you mean by church free?
Like they can have their own religion.
Ah, they're going to have their own religion. Now, does that mean they're accepting of other religions?
No.
No. Okay. So he's creating this community where they can practice their very own Puritan religion. Okay. And he's writing this to show what about this colony? It's an example, right? It's an example to the rest of the world.
Religious.
Yeah. And he's saying, like, this is this amazing community I've created. Look how wonderful it is. Okay? Okay, so reliability, this is an important one, right? So we have this indentured servant, okay, who said he's writing to his parents. Can you believe everything that he's writing in here? Okay, you say yes, you say no. Why do you say yes?
So like something friends.
So when you write to your mom and dad, everything you write to them is completely true.
Like something like
Really?
So do you sometimes exaggerate, maybe?
that.
Yeah? Why would you exaggerate to your mom and dad?
Maybe make their feeling better.
Okay, maybe make their feeling better. Anna, why do you think this might be not so reliable?
Because when, okay, maybe I want a new phone
Mm-hmm.
and I have to tell them my phone is broken, but actually my phone is not really broken.
Oh, that's a great example, right? So you want something maybe from your mom and dad, but you're gonna have to exaggerate, maybe tell a little white lie to get something you want, okay? And that's a great example of why maybe you can't really believe everything that's written here. Maybe it's not entirely reliable. Good job, guys. That's good. Excellent. Hey, how are you doing, Annie? You all right? Okay. So reliability, I was talking to that group over there too. They asked a few questions on it. Reliability, we're talking about how much can you really trust what's written here? Can you believe everything that's written here? Okay? Yes. Who's he writing this to? Who's the audience? Who's going to be reading this? All right? So you have to ask yourself here, okay, can you believe, what's that, Sandra? Students? Possibly. I mean, here it says it's a general history, so maybe he's trying to write his own history book. But he's writing this after he's left, right? And what happens to his colony after he leaves?
Even really bad.
Yeah, it's getting worse. It's doing terrible. Okay? After he leaves, right?
Even down.
It goes downhill. Why would he be writing that about after he leaves? Remember, he was the leader, and then he leaves all of a sudden.
Because he would have proved that when he was the leader,
Mm-hmm.
it was good, but when he left,
Good, Alexandra. Yeah, is that what you're going to say, Lily? Yeah, he's probably saying, well, look what happens when I'm not in charge. Oh, wow. The whole colony collapses. So can you believe everything that is written here?
No.
Not everything. I mean, he might be accurate on some things, but other things maybe not. So we don't know. Okay? It's part of the questions we always have to ask about a diet. Good, guys. Okay? At this point, everyone, we need to be adding now our main idea and our evidence. Okay? At this point, we've highlighted some really, really great pieces of evidence. And we need to take those evidence that we highlighted and add them to our graphic organizer. Okay? And see, we're most at that part already. We've got about 5 minutes. About 5 minutes before we move on. 5 minutes.